Hi there, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. We got a great one for you today. We're working with Divi 5 again today, and there's been a huge text upgrade. They've added support for variable fonts and different settings and things like this, which is wonderful for layouts and things and getting things exactly how you want them. Now there's a lot to cover and I won't be able to cover it all today, but I'm going to go through a few things with you today. It's pretty impressive. So let's actually start a new page. We'll give it a name, obviously. And of course, use the Divi builder. Now before we get started, this was a recent upgrade. I'm actually using Divi 5.8.1 version here today. So if you haven't upgraded, upgrade to the latest version. Okay, well, I've got a section here, the default section, blue tab. I'm going to add a row. Inside, I'm going to throw in a heading module. And I'm also going to throw in a text module. Fantastic. Well, I'm going to quickly grab a bit of content to put in here. Okay, so I just stolen one of my blog articles. Let's pop that in there. I'm going to remove the title. I'm going to put that in the heading module. So I'm going to select it, Control X to cut. Let's get rid of that extra space at the top there. I'm going to go into my heading module. Now I'm going to just pop the heading in there. Great. So we've got a heading module at the top with a heading, funnily enough, and some text content down below. I'm going to start by working with this text here and show you some of the amazing new features for formatting and things like that. So I'm going to click on the text module. We're in it. I'm going to go over to my design and to my text right here. Now I'm using the default font, which I believe is Open Sans. And if we look down, we've got the usual text font weight there, but down below, we've got a new entry here, a variable font weight slider. And you obviously play with all of these. Further to the right, the higher the number, the heavier the font weight. Left, the thinner the font weight, obviously. And like all things Divi, if you do something you don't like, you want to reset it, hit the little reset field icon right there. Fantastic. Let's make that just a little bit bigger. Great. Now you can choose to extend the width as well if you want to. I was happy with the way it was. Let's reset that. Text size, that's fairly standard. Color standard. Line height, usual sort of thing there. Text letter spacing. They have added a little addition here in a text capitalization. We've got our uppercase, capitalize, which will do the first letter of each word if I do that. Lowercase for everything. Small caps, and they've got all small caps right there. I was happy with the way it was. Let's just redo that one. Text font style. They've added an addition here of an overline, which will put instead of an underline, obviously, we'll put it on the top. Not really going to need that for this particular thing, but it'd be great for headings and stuff like that. Now we've got our paragraph spacing here, and the higher the number that you put in there, the more space you can have between your paragraphs, as you can see there. I was happy for that. We've got different ways of wrapping it. We've got the default, then we've got one that's balanced, which is going to sort of try and balance out your lines to be similar. Then we've got one called pretty, which will try and make it as pretty as possible. Again, I was pretty happy with the way it was. Now here's a huge one. Probably not for our little article that we've got going on here, but certainly for headings and things like that and small amounts of text. We've got the usual way that it displays, standard horizontal. We can flip it the other way around. And if you don't like that, we can align it the other way around, left to right instead. Just so you know, at the bottom there, those are just the end of the lines there. Like I say, for text like this, not really the ideal thing, but for headings and things like that, that's absolutely awesome. They've got another switch down below here that they just added called text hyphenation. And what that does, if you turn it on, it'll add a little hyphen if it has to break any words as it goes down there. I'm going to leave that off. I think it was working fine without it. Text fill type, we kind of covered this in the last video. I'll leave that for a moment. I'll show you a bit more about that with our title up there in a minute. Same as text stroke width. Now here's the interesting thing. If we want to format this a bit more like a magazine or something like that, you used to have to use different modules and different columns. It's actually got a column setting in here now. Or we can make it into 2 columns, 3 columns, 4 columns, whatever works best for you. And that is really nice. That's really easy on the eyes. If you want to change the columns gap, obviously that's what this does. Higher number, more of a gap. Lower number, less of a gap, obviously. Let's give it a little bit more, something like that perhaps. We've got the usual text shadow features and text alignment features here, which is centered, right, justified. I mean, looking at that, that's, if your OCD, is a really nice format. I'm going to put it back on the left aligned there. Fantastic. And that's covered a few features. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I'm using the standard font here. If we actually use a variable font or a flex font from Google, we've got even more options. So let's go up to our title now. Click on it. We're in the heading module here, as you can see. Again, I'm going to go to design. I'm going to go to my heading text. If it's your main page heading, H1's perfect. But if it's not, you can choose an H2, 3, depending on how important that title is. Let's actually choose a flex font or a variable font. Google Sans Flex is one that I use just now for my title. So let's pop that in. And once we put that in, we've got our regular font weight. We've still got our variable font weight. Let's make it big. We've got some optical sizing features here. I'm going to leave that on auto. Font width is fine. Font slant. If you drag it one way, you can see it's slanting that text. If you drag it the other way, it'll slant it back the other way. So let's leave that as it is. And let's just up the size a little bit. Let's maybe say 60. Well, let's even go 80. Let's make it crazy big. And obviously we can pick the font color. And it's got a grade slider above, which I skipped over there. If you pull it up to the right for more, it'll just make it darker in that color. Drag it the other way, go slightly the other way. I was happy with the way it was. We've got our line height with self-explanatory and letter spacing there, which are the standards. We've got our heading text alignment, which is the same as the other ones, etc. here. And of course, for headings and things like this, perhaps not for this large one, this new text direction is a wonderful thing, especially if you put it beside another column with perhaps an image or some other information in it. Again, you've got the hyphenation there if you want to use it. But with the heading, big thick stuff like that, you can add a fill type, you can add a gradient. Let's just throw an image in there. I believe that's what I did before. Let's throw this one perhaps. That's another great feature. I'm happy with it, covering, centered, no repeat, etc. Now we can even add a stroke if we want to. Now a stroke is just a little line that appears around our heading text there. So if we put perhaps a 1 pixel stroke in there, you can see it. If we make it 2, you can see it a lot more. And of course you can choose the color. At the moment I'm on my default. But if you're going to make it black, make it stand out a lot more like that. And of course you can add text shadow and things if you want to go even further. I think I liked it without. Another great thing, we roll up a little bit here. Here's one that I skipped over before, variable font round basically. If we pull this across, you see those square corners on the letters in the heading up there. It'll kind of make them rounded. And you can come up with some lovely font styles by doing things like this. And that's the variable font round there. So that's pretty much it really. I've covered most of the bases here. But I am really impressed with some of these features. You can come up with some absolutely beautiful pages really easily. Just to keep this in line with the rest, let's just make this section background a little darker. Background always on the content. Perfect. Let's go into our text module now. I'll just make that light in color. Over in design, text. I'm going to go down. I'm going to make it light, obviously, so we can read it. Check it out on the front end. See what it looks like. And there we have it. And I am really impressed. I love this for titles and large text and things like that. And the ability to create columns within a text module is absolutely wonderful. I haven't tried it, but I'm sure if we go back down here, go into this text module in our design, let's have a look on tablet a minute. 4. Yeah, we might want to change the column value there. So if we roll down a bit, find our columns, we could change it perhaps 3 on tablet. Probably going to want 1 on mobile. 3, 2. That'll probably work. That'll work too. So we got that on mobile, that on tablet, and then 4 columns on desktop. Resave that one. Fantastic. Just what the doctor ordered. So upgrade your site, load up some fonts, and have a bit of fun. This really is a great little upgrade that they've done here. I'm really impressed. So I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you have any questions either about Divi 4 or Divi 5, pop them down below. I'll do my best to answer them for you or make a little demo video just like this one. So once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.